And the game ended Manchester United 1, Fiorentina 1. Who are we? Manchester United. Now, Manchester United played Fiorentina in what is our last game of the pre-season. The game ended 1-1, obviously. It was quite a decent game. Now, some important points I want to talk about the match, and the first one was the De Gea. This was the official David De Gea testimonial. When he left Manchester United 2 years ago, many that time there was no proper send-off for him, because obviously he did not live in the proper way. Manchester United did not give him the proper send-off, and this was the opportunity to give him that. This guy na proper servant for the club. When Manchester United they go through those tough times back in the day, it was the guys that was literally saving us most of those seasons. Imagine your goalkeeper the win player of the season over 2 or 3 seasons when he win them. Proper goalkeeper. Obviously the time when he would leave Manchester United, he started making a lot of mistakes, but that one should not overshadow what he did for the club. He was a proper servant. The first time when I see this guy, I feel it too small, but when you see the kind of big things where they do for that post, he was a very good goalkeeper over the span of time he was at Manchester United. It was really good to see that he got this testimonial. The second one to talk about now, the fact that we don't unveil our Power Rangers. Benjamin Šeško, Brian Bormo, and Matheus Cunha. Now they don't unveil them to the Old Trafford crowd. Now see the way those guys find. See the smile on their face. Now see that picture. See the way Mbeumo they look Šeško. Like Mbeumo no say Šeško na the guy. Now this is an amazing picture, knowing that we dey come from Garnacho, Rashford, Anthony, Højlund through this front three. This na wetin dreams are made of, because we not see them happening. These are proper forwards going into the next season, and you have to understand another point too. They signed them and they have already been signed before the season even start. So all the bashing wey in-us they get, make people give them the praises they demand now, they deserve, because this na magic. Na only magic or for FIFA 25 this thing for they happen. This is an amazing job done by Ineos. Of course, obviously, Diego Leon also another signing that was unveiled. But the fact that we have these guys already is an amazing thing for Manchester United. Now, the third point I want to talk about is that the full match finished and Højlund did not get 1 minute. What does that tell you? It tells you that this Højlund has played his last game for Manchester United, and which was that game against Everton. Now, what do I think? I like Højlund. If you have watched my videos, you know I like the guy. He has struggled for the past 2 seasons. He had that since in Manchester United where he performed well, but consistency never there for his performance. 2 years, and I think 2 years is enough now for football club. Look at Nicolas Jackson in Chelsea. If you are given 2 years in a club like Manchester United, the first year is for you to acclimatize to the environment, the second year for you to deliver, and it did happen for him. I'm sorry for the guy, because obviously rumors of the circle around AC Milan, a loan and obligation to buy for AC Milan. See, I have no doubt that Højlund will be a good striker, but is it going to happen in Manchester United? I don't think so. At this point, I think Manchester United will move away from Højlund, because obviously we don't see so Mbeumo, if they play the 9th position, Cunha, if they play, of course we also have Zexi. So it makes sense to see that to recoup some money, we will need to sell Højlund. I really hope wherever he goes that he delivers, because there's a player in there. Is he meant for Manchester United? Now that one we know. No. Now I'm going to talk about the game, because obviously the game ended 1-1. And what do we think? Now, I thought this game was a proper friendly game. Our players, there was no standard performance today. Now, the first thing is this now the lineup we'll probably see against the game against Arsenal for the first game of the season. Now, if you watch my prediction before the match about the 11 that we're going to start, it is somehow close. I think Maguire ahead of Delete was probably the difference, and Mason Mount ahead of Højlund. And I did not know Højlund was going to be pushed out. Eventually, now with the see, so it did happen. So what do I think about this lineup? This lineup, we saw it in the last game, but I think Mount not start the last game. Now, Cunha would obviously see if he play now. Obviously, even for this game, Mbeumo at some point, he played the 9. I think they were roving. Even Mount at some point for this game played 9. So it is nice to see that we get theory for front wey fit dey rotate. That na really something wey go come in handy wey this formation don eventually bed in. Now Aiden Irvine, I don't know whether na injury he get, but obviously he left the game and Luke Shaw came in. I think for that position I somewhat prefer Luke Shaw. I like Aiden Irvine, but I prefer Luke Shaw. The maturity wey Luke Shaw dey give me with the passing ability and the way they hold the ball, they face outside the field or inside the field, Luke Shaw go dey important for that place for the field. I know a lot of people no like am. I don't know why they no like am. No be fault say the injury happen. So Luke Shaw for me, he go really good for that position, and I hope to see him really flourish for that position. They want to really mention now Patrick Dogu. Dogu go score a lot of goals this season. Dogu go, especially with the way we are playing, Dogu go end up for scoring chances, scoring opportunities, and he go take those opportunities. I really hope to see that. But Dogu, for that position, I think he already owns that position. Dogu, you get left wing back already. Euro was also a decent performance. I like the way they carried the ball, decent on the ball. It was actually effective to see the way the whole team they moved the ball today. I thought we moved the ball quite properly today. Now the midfield, the whole way that the midfield still do, we still need to address it with a Baleba or a midfield signing, but for now the midfield for this game were not that bad. They were moving the ball fast enough. Now I think the relationship between Mbeumo and Diallo will take time to improve, but there is something that is going to happen there. I think Mbeumo is still finding his feet. Even Cunha, at one point, Cunha called the 2-1 force the game, because obviously you need to make impact now. That is why you came to a club like Manchester United. You're not going to door, you're not going to allow the game the quiet. He was not having so much impact in the game, and at some point he was trying to force it. I understand. Mbeumo, the more shield guy, was just doing the one he can do, keeping possession of the ball, making sure his first touch is good, and we see his first touch good or proper. Our problem last season and the seasons before has been, and then we clip the ball to the attackers, they're not the fit they bring the ball down or keep in possession of the ball, of which we just see Mbeumo and Kuya, they not be like that. They be professionals, they fit they hold ball even under pressure or win a foul. The one wey really stand out for me today na Mason Mount. I know say a lot of people dey bash Mason Mount, but Mason Mount na very good player. In possession, he get pressing. In possession, give the ball to Mason Mount, he go feel am. He get good decision making, he know how to pass the ball. Mason Mount can run for you. I can understand why every manager wey don play with Mason Mount like am. Obviously, he don struggle with injuries when he come Manchester United though. But this guy na proper player, and this season una go learn to appreciate Mason Mount. You would learn to appreciate this guy. This guy is a very good player, and having Cunha and Mbeumo, seeing the fact that for inside this match 3 of them played in 9 position, na something to smile about. It makes me even understand even more why they won't sell Højlund, because space no good dey. They need to give space for Shido. If Shido Obi is not going on loan, that means space go need to dey. So that third striker na him go need to take that position behind Zexi. That means na Šeško, Zexi and Obi, and in between those ones, so Cunha fit play there, Mbeumo fit play there, and the way we see from this match, so even Mason Mount fit play for that position. I would not see Bruno Fernandes even play first 9 before for this Manchester United team. So that whole dynamic, I dey understand that, and it really, really makes sense. The fact that we want to be clipping balls in, it even makes further sense why Šeško has to be our 9, because today and the other matches, I have seen the fact that every time we dey clip the ball, we not fit dey bring the ball down. And when Mbeumo played there today, won some foul there. Cunha had some struggles bringing those balls down. But today, overall, a decent performance. There's still more we want to see. We want to see more, because obviously we played Fiorentina today. Arsenal are not going to play this way. They will have majority of the possession of the ball, and Arsenal will play for first match. And the thing about building squad building like this be say, if we start the season wrongly, e no go good for us. So I understand say we get more matured players now, we will feel rebounds and you know, because when you get more mature player, when failure takes place like that, we go fit stand up and move forward. The thing about this, the Ghana show before, they will just dip their head down the Rashford and things will just start going like this. But it go dey very important say going into that first game against Arsenal, we get in the run of scoring goals immediately. I think Cunha go need goal, Boemo go need goal. In order for these guys to embed into themselves, into this Manchester United, they go need to score goals. But overall, this performance today, it was decent. It was proper to see that with a loose ball, with a win and back. It was proper to see that with a press team, they collect ball for them. You know, that thing dey sweet me. The fact that we fit dey press teams now, they collect ball. When we collect the ball, we fit dey recycle the ball. Like I don dey talk for my previous video, we go need them more matured over time with wetin we dey deal with the ball after we don win am. Bruno Fernandes, people say no go fit play for those deep line midfield. I dey sorry for now. Una fit say this guy don dey play football for those years, and you go fit say no go fit advance. Now the place wey we wan play so dey inside the field abi, so the midfield wey we wan play so no be inside the football formation e dey. Na coaching staff e wan dey. You say e no go fit play deep line midfield, why not? He don dey play football for more than 14 years of his life, and you fit say e no go fit play. It's not like he's moving from center midfield now, because he's an attacking midfielder. It's not like he's changing from an attacking midfielder to a 2 or a 3. You are saying he should move from attacking midfield to play an advanced midfield role. You say e no go fit play. Sometimes I wonder where there be fans. Yeah, calm down, stainless, leave all these people. Well, it was a decent performance overall. We want to see more from this team, but it was decent to give De Gea the testimonial and the farewell he deserved. It was decent to see our players, they don dey pass ball, they don dey press together, they don dey work together. That I want to see that Kobe Mino and the fact say we get subs in the Kobe Minos, and if Baleba Casemiro go turn sub, Ugarte, we get those players to bring in for backup. Manchester United, we have a team now that we can now use to be going into competitions. Before, we did not have a team. Now we are getting there. Overall, decent performance. We will have to do better, a lot better, but this now a good start. Going forward against that game against Arsenal, I really not sure say Šeško go play. So obviously, this now the formation and this now the players we will see coming in that day. Can they give us a result? We'll talk about that one for the next video. You let me know in the comment section, what do you think about this match? Who was your favorite player on the day? Please do not forget to hit the like button. Please subscribe to my video. Season 1 start. I beg, share my video, make other Manchester United fans and football fans all over join the community. Please do not forget to share the video, like it, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching as always, and see you on the next video. Bye bye.